Hello, I'm Storm Tracker 18 Weather Chief Meteorologist Matt Schaefer. We were later than average when we hit our first 40-degree high temperature on February 23rd, almost a month behind average. The average first 50 is March 3rd. We hit it on March 7th, just 4 days later. That was 2 days ago. And today we went up another 10 degrees. We hit our first 50-degree high temperature, and this is ahead of average. This means that we warmed up much quicker than average because we were well behind on the first 40 and well ahead on the first 60. The high temperature today also a record, and not by a little bit either. It shattered it. 58, the old record. High today in Eau Claire, 67 degrees. That record stood since 1902. But there are a lot of days surrounding today's date on the calendar that have records in the 60s and 70s. So this is one of the cooler early March high temperature records, but nonetheless it was shattered and the new one is set. As we go forward, though, we're not going to continue to warm up. Tomorrow's still on the warm side, but it comes with this. Rain showers, perhaps a few rumbles of thunder with this first round in the morning. You'll notice maybe a break, then another little round of scattered showers. And as we get into the afternoon, the cold front will move through, and along that cold front is going to be some showers, perhaps thunderstorms, and a couple of these could be on the stronger side. I'll get to that in a second. But first, the colder air comes in behind that. It could bring some snow to the north and west of Eau Claire. Maybe a trace to an inch there, maybe some flakes as far south as Eau Claire, but most of that impact is going to be to our north and northwest. We clear out by Thursday afternoon, back to sunshine, and actually it's not going to be that much colder on the other side of the cold front, just not in the 60s. Okay, for that afternoon round, there is a small threat for strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, the caveat is it's a very, very low threat. The zero would be a triangle pointing right on the edge of that. One step away from no threat at all is where I have the tornadoes, so extremely low, more of a wild outside chance if everything goes a little bit off of forecast on several different parameters all at the same time. Can't rule it out. That's if a storm forms lower in the atmosphere than what we're expecting them to. Still some straight line wind gusts or some hail is a possibility. More likely we'll get some small hail and some gusts maybe to 40 miles per hour. Both of that would be below severe criteria, but we could still get a little bit of that. And while heavy rain is expected, we don't have any snow to melt in at least a lot of spots. Up north, maybe you get that. That's why I have it a step above zero. But right now, flash flooding is an issue. Maybe eventually that runs into the rivers and streams, and we'll have to watch that. 48 is a warm, low temperature for tonight, but the clouds, the rain, and the wind out of the south-southwest, though the speeds go downhill starting around 10 and ending up in the single digits by the time you get into the morning. The wind's going to be shifting directions all day as that low pressure system moves through. 54 is my forecast high. I can see it anywhere from about 50 all the way into the 60s. It's a possibility depending on the exact track of the system. It's not going to matter much because of the rain likely throughout the day with only a few breaks, chance for thunder. A quarter inch to a 3/4 inch of widespread rain, swaths of an inch or more are possible, and again, a few of those storms could become strong. Perhaps borderline severe late in the day. Again, very, very low threat. It's just not zero, and that's why I'm mentioning it. 48 for the high on Thursday after we clear out the sunshine. Maybe some flakes linger into the very early morning. I'm not expecting that to be a huge deal, especially northwest of Eau Claire is where it might happen a little better chance. But back to the low 40s for Friday's high. Yeah, lows are back below freezing. Returning to the 50s for the weekend. Don't forget to set those clocks ahead Saturday night, 1 hour as we spring forward. Sunday still very nice as clouds increase, and there's a system that approaches Sunday night into Monday. Right now, today's forecast has it completely missing us. Yesterday's computer models are generating it pretty much a direct hit. So the track is way into question, even more so than it normally would be 6 days out. So we're holding on to slight chances there. It's going to be something we're going to watch very closely towards the end of this week and through the weekend, though.